Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, the main goal will be to share with you the main energetics on the next new moon in Taurus. But before to do that, it's really important to understand what it is the energy of Taurus and how we can better live this energy during Taurus season, because we just started the Taurus season today, that it's the 19th of April. By the way, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. So let's start. Let's first try to understand what it is Taurus, to better embody this kind of energy and to better understand how this new moon in Taurus it's gonna influence our lives in the next upcoming week. First of all, we just left Aries energy, and Aries energy it's all about the concept of the I am. I am that person, this is my value, you do you and I do myself. And it's all about Aries, it's all about having a defined solar plexus. And so now we are moving today from Aries, that it's really represent the archetype of I am, to Taurus, that represent the archetype of I have. But it's not only I have actually, it's Taurus energy is helping you to find the stillness, to go back to the natural rhythm, and it's a really wonderful time to go back to nature because the weather is improving, there is a lot of sun, and it's really nice to be grounded in nature. So also the archetype of Taurus, it's all about being grounded, be in our body. One important element of Taurus it's connected to the physical body, and all of us are involved in this aspect of Taurus. So it's really a wonderful season to really take care of our physical body. And really, for example, an important topic might be, and actually three main topics around Taurus are also I eat, I sleep, and I reproduce. So it's the focus will be like you might ask yourself, okay, am I eating too fast and not taking care of how I'm nurturing my body, or am I eating consciously? So these are the main question. Or do I have lack of sleep, or I'm creating like a sort of sleep routine that will allow me to have more energy in the next upcoming weeks. These will be like really important themes that we will need to face and to really wonder how to better navigate with season. And for example, it's not only a question to eating consciously, but also it's a question of to connect more into our body, and also a question of also physicality. Taurus, it's also about being touched. So do we want, for example, a question that you might ask to yourself, do I value hugs? So it's a time to give more hugs, because Taurus people are usually really giving in terms of loving energy and physical affection. Also because the main archetype of Taurus represent the Mother Earth, that she's nurturing everyone, she's giving food. So the main topics might be like, how can I connect more to the Taurus energy of this Taurus season that is just started. This is like some important information that you might wonder in the next weeks. Okay, then slowly let's move to the main energy for the 27th of April. 27th of April we have the famous, the so-called new moon in Taurus. And what does it mean for you? So the new moon in Taurus will be at 7 degrees in the sign of Taurus. So it's really important to understand in which house is falling in your birth chart. And when you understand which house, it's really important. Every time I say that when there is a new moon, the sun and the moon are together. And it's really important time to plant a new seed, a new intention that will be manifested in the next full moon. And so a question that you might ask is really connected to how I can plant a seed connected to Taurus qualities that I just mentioned it before. So a question that you might ask yourself might be, what I want to build that is low, but that I know for sure that will be long lasting? This is an important question that you might ask yourself. We have two important topics connected to the new moon in Taurus. The first topic is that we always check the ruler. The ruler is the planet Venus, and the planet Venus before 19th of April, now that I'm recording the video, before the 19th of April was retrograde, and we had recently the planet Venus that was communicating with Saturn. So let's say, to say in a simple term, we just face a lot of tension in relationships because Saturn was bringing a lot of like reality check and a lot of test in our relationships in the less, let's say, harmonious aspect between the two planets, Venus and Saturn. In the most harmonious aspect between Venus and Saturn, it is representing the consolidation between a relationship, and maybe some of you maybe got married during last week. But let's say that it was like a quite of a hard period last week, and so the energy is building a momentum, meaning that in the last months we had Venus that was retrograde, and when Venus is retrograde, it's a perfect time to review our love patterns and our love life. So we had a lot of time, plenty of time, couple of months to review about our love life. Then we had a lot of tests last week when Venus was communicating with Saturn, and now on 27th of April, in 6 days, now Venus will be conjunct Neptune, that Neptune is already in Aries. So it means that now, finally, after all the previous months of reflection and review of our love life, we are really clear what we want in our love life and what we want in our relationships. And thanks to the energy of Neptune in Aries, we have like, we know, we have a sort of vision that it's a sort of new vision connected to new value, because Neptune is in Aries, and Aries is a sort of a pioneering energy. So it's something boiling inside ourselves, that it's like a new value connected to relationship that we would like to envision and to experiment. And of course the action will not be immediate, but you will feel the momentum when Venus will start to be in Aries starting in May. So this is the first energy that is again connected with love life and relationships. Second energy, important, during this the new moon in Taurus, we have the fixed T-square, meaning that we have Mars in Leo, the Sun and the Moon in Taurus, and then on the opposite side we have Pluto in Aquarius. This opposition between Mars and Pluto, it's really, really important, because from one side we will face a lot of resistance on what we want to achieve in our life. So you need to check carefully in your birth chart where is this tension. It's in the 4th house and the 10th house, so it's tension between family, environment and career. Also it's a tension between the 4th house and the 7th house, so it's connected to myself and the other business relationships. So there might be a lot of tension, especially because this opposition will be exact on 26th, the day before of the new moon, on 26th of April. So there might be a lot of tension in what we want to achieve, but at the same time, if you see this aspect on a more harmonious side, you will have a lot of tenacity, you will have a lot of determination to go towards your goal. Also because Mars is in Leo, is not anymore in Cancer, and the less harmonious aspect of Mars in Leo, it's all connected with arrogance, but the most positive aspect of Mars in Leo is all connected with a lot of courage, a lot of loyalty, a lot of integrity, a lot of creativity, a lot of passion. So the intention is really to check where this like resistance you will be facing the day before the new moon, because starting from the 27th, this resistance will start to break and release this energy in the direction that you want to go. So it's really important. The more focus and the more conscious you are, where this tension is in your personal birth chart, the more you will be able to consciously act when the tension disappears. And of course, in my opinion, there is always tension before every big transformation. So tension is like a precondition before a big change in our lives. So you don't need to fear any kind of tension, because if you don't have any tension, nothing, you will never move. For example, if you are, let's imagine that you are not so satisfied in your job. If there was not tension in your current job situation, you will never move. You will never find any ideas and action to move and change location, change place, and so on. So this energy, it's really important, because it will let you reflect on where you feel tension in your life and where this energy need to get unstuck. Okay? I trust that this information was useful for you to navigate the next 7 days in terms mainly of relationships and how to embody the Taurus season. If you really like this video, please do comment and share, give me a like, so this will allow me to create more and more videos and to try to simplify astrology with these short videos. Thank you for the attention, and see you to the next episode. Ciao ciao!